Ukraine's situation keeps getting worse, as Russia also breaches from Chasiv. It's day 1267 of Russia's operation in Ukraine. Let's dive deeper. Let's start from the Pokrovsk front. Because of the recent Russian breakthrough, chaos among Ukrainian sources is increasing. They are coming up with various explanations to downplay the situation. In our yesterday's report, we saw how Russian forces, while attacking north and west, spotted a weak spot in Ukrainian defense. And they, without wasting time, launched an intense push and took Ukrainian forces by surprise. We saw how they penetrated up to 15 kilometers, while their DRGs were spotted 19 kilometers deep around the highway. Given that this breakthrough happened on one of the most active and defended front, the Ukrainian side is finding it hard to accept. A couple of trusted Ukrainian sources quickly acknowledged and confirmed the Russian breakthrough, but many other Ukrainian sources were trying to downplay the situation. They say these are just 2-3 Russian soldiers, with camouflage and thermal protection, sneaking past Ukrainian defense, and no real breakthrough has happened. While others say these areas were gray zone, and only observation posts were there, so Russians only captured a few observation posts. In fact, the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense is also trying to downplay the situation by saying small Russian groups bypassed the defenses. But they are already destroyed, and the remaining are in the process of being destroyed. But from a few trusted Ukrainian sources we are getting additional information. They say approximately a battalion-strong Russian soldiers broke through the Ukrainian defenses. Yes, Ukrainian armed forces have deployed additional brigades from other fronts, but it might take more than a couple of days to push Russians back and clear the area. However, keep in mind that in the meantime, Russian forces are trying to widen this bridgehead. We have already received reports of Ukrainian forces unable to defend Kherson, as it was converted to a gray zone. All these areas are being attacked by Russian forces. Yes, it is possible Ukraine can stabilize the front, but they will likely have to take units from other fronts, making them weak in the process. But you cannot deny that this is a serious situation. But wait, it could get even worse, as we are getting reports of significant Russian advance near Chasiv. As you know, Ukrainian forces until now have been strongly resisting Russian forces in Chasiv, because they very well understand that once Russian forces enter the Avdiivka, it will be very difficult to stop the fall. The latest report says Russian forces recently launched a push along the highway and were able to capture this area. To many of you it might not be as impressive as yesterday's one, but given the level of defenses, this is a serious advance. This has now worsened the situation for this Ukrainian pocket. We might see them withdrawing in the coming days. Furthermore, they are now only 2.5 kilometers away from the first houses of the city. In addition, Russian forces are also advancing on the northern flank towards the highway. They have recently captured a very dense first line of defense here. As you can see, Russian forces are simultaneously pressing Pokrovsk and Avdiivka. Subscribe for more frontline updates. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.